Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Katie York set to get this one started. And we're off and running from Charlotte. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd down and 10. Daniels finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. But picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Able to get it to Moore. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Robinson on the inside give. And he finds his way up to the 47 before he stopped. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. Another carry for Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Opening drive, about to break into field goal range. We got 1st and 10 at the 44. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
3rd down give to Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. That one right down the middle. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
When you call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
He rolls to his right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Carolina in punt formation. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Completed over the middle. Running in the red zone. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders pull out in front further, 13-zip. PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Finds him on the crossing route. Running down the left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a one-score game in the first half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Daniels. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Daniels. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Panthers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Out of the gun, Young. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now it's Young. And it's cut the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. York tacks on that extra point. And the Panthers tie things up at 14. On now is York to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Here's Robinson up the middle. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Working quickly here. On second down, Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Daniels. That's caught for the first. On the move, past the 40. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice gain. Give him 24 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first. Throwing now, Daniels. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first. A run here with Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Staying with Robinson. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. It's the Commanders with 7 to go here on 3rd down. To throw, Daniels. That one's complete, right side. And this one doesn't go far. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's 3rd down now. Here's Young to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Young looking to throw. And a man is there to knock that away. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So that brings up 2nd down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
A 2nd down throw for Young. He got it along the sideline, but just couldn't bring it in within the field of play. That's incomplete. We've got 3rd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So upon further review and a consultation from Game Day Central, the call overturned. Young on 1st and 10. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take the lead just before halftime. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead. Now is York to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, here comes Brooks. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Young working from the gun. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it after his second interception of the season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Again, Daniels to the air. That heater's going to fall to the turf.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they fail to claim that lead. They're still down by a point.
You would think the kickers should be automatic from anything inside of 40 yards, but I guess that could serve as a little gentle reminder you can never take any kick for granted. So many things have to go right each time for it to be up and good.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3 now. Again, it's Brooks. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup. That's going to leave him facing 3rd and 10. Young throwing here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. From the gun, it's Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And the Commanders will have a first. Robinson on the inside give. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Motion man sent left. 3rd and short, Daniels able to get it to Moore. And they hit him right after he made that catch. That's going to deny him the first. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
They'll run it with Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. A tight end in motion now. From the gun, it's Daniels. And that's a Washington touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
And now the Commanders face a very important 2-point attempt. He's throwing for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line. And this time, it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On the draw, this is Brooks. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Running once more with Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's fourth down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Chased out to his right. He's running for it. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. First down, ball at the 36. Daniels. Throwing the out route complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. The drive picks up here, first and 10. Another carry for Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Dump off caught by his back. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To the air on first down. Young. Finds a seam down the middle. Into the red zone. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and now it'll be second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come. This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Young on third and goal. Buys time, rolling right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Desperation time here on fourth. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Handoff now to Robinson. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, Daniels. That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Commanders close to extending their unbeaten streak to 6-0. Daniels on first down. Looking right, and he finds him. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Commanders will have a first. Buying some time left. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he's going to take this return out of bounds. And he heads out the side of the end zone, so they'll take this at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. He's on the move. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. A toss now to Robinson. And he's brought down after a short gain. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Charlotte.